Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's live counter review using technical analysis. So for today, the flow will be same as per usual. First up, I'll go through the economic calendar, then some of the indices and commodities, followed by the usual sectors, the FAANGM, uh, US banks, semicons and EVs. Then last but not least will be the counters that you have to drop in the Q&A. Yeah, so without further ado, I'll begin. Quite a lot of events happening this week. Um, yeah, so uh, tonight there's FOMC member Kashkari speaking. Uh, then tomorrow there's also some Fed member speaking as well. Uh, Wednesday, continuing on to Wednesday also. Uh, then afterwards, Thursday we have the usual jobless claims data, also coupled with the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index data, and also retail sales all out at 8:30 p.m. Afterwards, we have industrial production at 9:15 p.m. Then afterwards, some more Fed speaks as well. Going to Friday, building permits and housing starts at 8:30 p.m. and followed by some more Fed speaks. Yeah, so quite a lot of Fed speaks along the week, coupled with some other data, and also more earnings coming out this week as well after the some of the US banks started the earnings last week. Yeah, so that's for the economic calendar. Next up, I'll go through the indices and commodities. First up, I'll talk about Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin currently looks like a bit of a range going on. Last week price actually did a retest of this recent support around 60,000, and then continue to find support around there and then rebound. Went up to retest the recent high above around the currently is around 65K around the area. So over here there might be some resistance from this long-term downtrend channel over here in blue, as well as a recent high above 64.5K. The recent high was around 66.5. So this area might have some resistance ahead. So I think Bitcoin might still move a bit sideways for the time being. Yeah, then moving on to Dow Jones. I think Dow Jones last week quite good. We saw a breakout on Friday of a range consolidation between 41.8 thousand to about 42.6 thousand area. So I think I'm still quite bullish on Dow. In terms of range projection, the can see that the projected target level of this range breakout could bring the index to about 43.3 to 43.4K as the next possible resistance next. So I think I will still expect the bullish momentum to actually continue to make the index to actually go higher for Dow Jones. So still looking good at new all-time highs for Dow. Then next one, Nasdaq still a bit sideways. So the key I think for now is to see whether it can actually clear this resistance at 18.3K. So the time over here there was a gap up and then price did a retracement, and price last week came back to actually retest this level. So if you can see price clear this, I think we could see some gains ahead to actually retest the previous all-time high over here back in July, around close to 18.7K area for Nasdaq. So I think overall still quite a range, but if you can see a breakout of this resistance, we could see a retest for the previous all-time highs or higher highs ahead for Nasdaq. And next one for S&P, I think S&P is also quite bullish, also all-time high, similar to Dow Jones. So S&P, we had a breakout of this range consolidation between 5,675 to 5,765 on Wednesday last week. And then Friday continued to close a new all-time high as well. So with that, I think we're still likely to see this bullish momentum continue. In terms of range projection target level, we could see the index actually maybe try to go towards 5850 as the next resistance or even higher. So I would still expect this bullish momentum actually continue for S&P. Then next one is go a bit sideways recently, some consolidation. Overall, I think still trending within this blue color uptrend channel. So a bit of current resistance is at around this horizontal level 2670 and above is some resistance. So I expect 2600 to about 2700 as the current resistance. Support will be the recent lows over here and the channel support that will be around 2620 to about 2645 area. So I also expect a bit of a sideways consolidation for gold for the time being. Yeah. The next one is oil. Yep. So for oil, I think overall looks I think a bit more range bound recently. So for now, last week, price did a retest of this downwards resistance line breakout. After it met some resistance over here at 77.5, which was this swing high resistance. Yeah, but however, we can see that as long as price is still maintaining above this $72 level, which was this blue color key horizontal level, prior support over here, then turn into resistance, and okay, last week we did a back test over here and continue to find support. So as long as this level holds as support, I think overall oil should be quite range or could move higher in the near term. Yeah, so for now, looks like some range bound consolidation, like between like 72 to about $77 for oil. The next one is VIX. VIX overall, nothing too much for now, still quite sideways. Last week, actually close to 23. Again, that the resistance, then we're seeing a bit of a pullback. So over here, I think we could see some more slight further pullback, maybe to retest around 18 to 19 levels for VIX. Then for copper, copper some slight pullback last week after it break down this 4.54 support level. So there's a bit of consolidation at lower levels. Near-term support will be around 4.38 over here. So maybe some sideways as well. So that's it for the indices and commodities. Next one I'll talk about is the FAANGM sector first. So I'll start with Meta. So Meta, I think overall still very bullish. Last week we've seen over here after a break of this 576 resistance level, price of the consolidation last week, just sideways, but still hanging above this 576. So overall still bullish pattern. Then looking at in terms of the short-term MAs, 5 and 10-day moving average, still holding above there, still holding along these two very short-term MAs. So overall still bullish. I think as long as price is still holding like 583 for the time being, we expect price to rebound higher in the near term. We actually try to retest this recent resistance close to 600 for Meta. The next one is Amazon. So for Amazon, things still overall still quite sideways. Last week price came back to actually retest this previous resistance at 180 and then found support over here. Afterwards, just did a rebound. So here around 189, 190, there's first level of resistance, which was this breakdown level over here previously. Then I will expect some resistance over here. Actually, also 195 over here, there's also resistance. So it's entering into this resistance. So again, I think we might see some more sideways kind of price action again. Then for now, near-term support will be around, near-term support, I think it's around probably 185 over here for the time being. Yeah. So if you can see price maintaining above here, this 185 level, which was the recent smaller range consolidation over here, then it means that it's still overall still quite bullish. If you can form a higher low over here. Oh, but overall, I think some sideways ahead with the near-term resistance nearby. The next one is Apple. Apple, I also think it's quite sideways for now. Price over here, there was looks like a slight false breakdown below 224 on last Monday, then subsequently recovered just within 1 day. So over here, I think overall still this range is still holding between 224 to about 233. So I think likely is still trading within this range for the time being. Yeah. And next one is Netflix. Yeah, for Netflix, I think overall still quite bullish. Over here, still quite range. Support over here, the key support at 700 is still holding. Last Monday over here, then we saw a rebound, and then continue to see a higher high being formed. Higher high being formed above 725 on Wednesday. So yeah, overall still bullish structure, just grinding up slowly over here since middle of August. Yeah, so I think I'll expect price to actually just gradually trend higher. The next resistance level ahead might come from this trendline resistance. So that might if it does retest maybe like 760 about there, there might be some resistance ahead. Yeah, but for now, I will still expect price to trend higher. Then next up is Google. So for Google, also quite sideways. Their price is some slight weakness, price breaking below this 164, 165 level again. And then near-term support, there's also like 159, 160, this previous resistance becoming a support. So overall, still quite range bound. Might just consolidate again. Then if it can clear 165 again, then we might see maybe 168, 169 again. So yeah, it's been quite range bound for some time. I think I would still expect that to actually continue for Google. Then last but not least is Microsoft. So for Microsoft, I think just some sideways as well. Price did a bit of a pullback and then enter into this support level, close to 407, 408. Some bounce off over here. So I think for now, looks like some sideways. Near-term resistance is around this 420 level, then followed by the breakdown level at 426, 427. So price might just consolidate sideways for the time being. Since it already pulled back to a support level over here. And so that's for the FAANGM. The next one, I'll move on to the financial sector. First, I'll talk about the XLF, the SPDR financial sector fund. So I think after the bank, JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, this reported results, I think this XLF actually broke out on Friday over here above this key resistance of $45.70. So overall, I think still very bullish structure after quite a period of consolidation since start of September, and then now we're in middle of October, 1.5 months. This XLF broke out again. So I will still expect this to actually trend higher, to see the new highs ahead. So overall still bullish. Yeah, then first I'll talk about JP Morgan. JP Morgan, after the results, we had this very strong candle over here. Yeah, price just get above it and then cleared this resistance at 217 and actually also retested this 224 resistance level over here as well. So some slight resistance over here still from just a retest of this recent high. I think if price can actually just consolidate around here, staying above 217 this level, holding as support, then I think we might see new highs ahead if we can break this recent high again for JP Morgan. So I think overall still quite bullish for JP Morgan. The next one I'll talk about is Wells Fargo, another one that reported results. So Wells Fargo originally finding resistance along this downward resistance line in blue. Then after the results, we had a gap up over here. Also price clearing this strong resistance level at 60.4, 60.5 previously. So I think if price can continue to hold above it over here, I think we could see a retest of the previous all-time high around 62 over here for Wells Fargo. Yeah, then it's possible to see new highs afterwards as well. Yeah, since it just broke out of this downwards resistance line over here. Yeah, so overall still quite bullish as well for Wells Fargo. The next one I'll talk about is Bank of America. Yeah, Bank of America also we have a breakout over here above the resistance of $40.80. Then actually came into this first resistance zone area between about 41.70 to 42.50. So I think over here we might see some sort of slight consolidation over here. Yeah. For the time being, then if you can clear this 42.50, the next resistance level to look at is around $44. Yeah. Then I think for this is also reporting results tomorrow. So let's see how it goes. Then next one is Citigroup. Citigroup, also bullish structure over here. Price broke out of this 63 and then actually retested this resistance at 65.30 on Friday. If you can hold this level over here and then clear the high on Friday, we could see also retest of this 67 previous high level for Citigroup as well. So overall still bullish as well. So in terms of the banks, I think generally very bullish kind of chart patterns recently. The next one I'll talk about is the semicon sector. So for semicon sector, first I'll start with the Philadelphia Semicon Index stocks. So looking at stocks, I think quite sideways last week still. But I think overall still gradually kind of bullish because we see that this is the key resistance at 5315 over here. Now price has been testing it once, twice, and then can consider this a few times build up last week. So overall bullish, higher lows being formed at and constant retest of resistance. I think this week you can see a breakout of this. Then I think we could see this semiconductor index actually break out and move higher towards the next resistance at 5580 as the next level of resistance, then followed by 5800. Yeah, so that's for the stocks. Then next one, Nvidia, quite bullish. So Nvidia last week managed to start the week managed to actually break out of this downwards resistance line in blue at 127, as well as holding above this on Tuesday, managed to break above this 130 range resistance previously. So overall, still bullish structure over here, higher highs, higher lows. And I think it's on the way to actually retest this 136 swing high resistance. And it might do a bit of a sideways, some consolidation, but if you can clear again, then I think overall still can head towards this previous high, close to 140, 141 form in June. Overall, Nvidia is still quite bullish. I think as long as it can stay above this 130 level, I think it's still quite good to make new highs ahead. The next one, AMD. Yeah, AMD, I think overall still okay. Just a bit of looks like a bit of a sideways kind of pattern recently. So yeah, price wasn't that strong at the end of the week because 169 this resistance it cleared over here, but then on Thursday there's just came back down again. So just finding support again at the recent levels at 160, 162 over here. So it looks like it might do a bit of a sideways consolidation, but as long as price is still holding these recent lows of 159, I think overall still bullish. I would still expect price to actually just sideways a bit. And then the next level of resistance you could attempt is around 178. This previous range breakdown level, and followed by 187, this swing high over here. Yeah, overall still I think okay for AMD. Next one, TSM. TSM is still quite bullish over here since the retest of resistance breakout at 175. It's just been going up a bit day by day, looks like it. Then also cleared this swing high 189. So likely see a retest of this 192, 193 swing high resistance. There might see a bit of a slight resistance over here, but if you can, yeah, it looks like overall still bullish momentum. Yeah, then if you can clear this level, we're likely to see new highs again for TSM. So still quite bullish. Then for Marvell, nothing too much for now, still quite sideways in this range. So yeah, the key level is this 75.40 need to break out. Then next level of resistance will be around 78.50 about there. Then for breakdown is $70.20. The next level of support is around 67 about there. So overall still quite sideways for Marvell. Okay, then for Micron. Okay, for Micron, I think price did a bit of a pullback after the earnings recently. Then just do a bit of a sideways, still holding above this horizontal previous resistance. Then now I think it's support at 98, around there. Also at the 5 and 10-day moving averages, just sideways, and then and towards the end of the week there was a break of this resistance at 104 over here. So I think overall generally is still quite bullish. I would expect a recovery upwards to test 109, and then subsequently the recent swing high, it's about 114 about there. Yeah, so that's for Micron. I think overall pullback sideways, then breakout again. So I think overall should do a bit of a rebound in the near term. Then next one is Broadcom. Yeah, Broadcom looks like a good structure as well. The price last week just continued to make a higher high above this 182 level. So after that, a bit of a step pullback on Friday, but as long as price can hold above this 174, 175 level over here, I think overall still quite bullish structure over here recently. Then I would expect to see new highs if it clears this 184, 185 level again for Broadcom. And last but not least, I'll talk about Intel. Yeah, Intel, I think still okay. Yeah, just been another looks like another sideways forming lah. So since breakout of this $22 level, they retest quite a support. Afterwards still quite sideways. So I think near-term resistance still holding around 24.60, 24.70 for now, still just sideways. If you can break above over here, then next level of resistance probably around 27.50. Then next one is around near the gap over here, close to $29 for Intel. So for now, maybe still could be a sideways for the time. And so that's it for the semicons. Then I'll move on to the EV sector, which first up, I start with Tesla. Now, Tesla chart looking a bit weak now. So there are some signs of weakness before the robo taxi event. Over here, price failed to just broke below this upper support line and then did a retest of 235 previous resistance. Then after the event, just kept down over here. And currently it's sitting at the next support level over here at 215. So 215 over here was previous support level, and then over here resistance turned into support. Then price went up. So these are key first level of support. If price can hold this level today, it needs some bit of confirmation. Then I think we might see some short-term rebound. But for now, I think short-term resistance should come in around 224, 225 level. So over here, which was previous resistance, then here become a support. So over here, some resistance, then the next level of resistance will be closer to 233 to 235, this gap over here, next level of resistance. So might be a bit of a sideways kind of pattern if you can hold the recent lows at 215. And then if 215 breaks down, the next level of support we could be looking at for Tesla is closer to maybe 203, 204, which was this swing low back in end August, and then previous resistance over here back in start of August. Yeah, so for Tesla, I think for now I need to wait and see whether it holds this support level on Friday. If it does, we might see a slight rebound. But if it breaks through again, I think we might see price test the lower support over here to near 204. Then we might see a bit of a rebound afterwards. Okay, the next one is Xpeng. Xpeng, I think for now still looks like a bull flag going on over here, just consolidating support at 11.8, resistance around 13.5, 13.6. So let's see how it goes. If there's a break of this resistance, the next level of resistance it could go is closer to about 15 over there, then followed by 16.5. Yeah. And then if there's a breakdown, we likely see a gap fill over here to retest this 10.6. Yeah, still some sideways consolidation for now. The next one I'll talk about is NIO. Yeah, for NIO also a bit of sideways recently. Just holding at around 6. This resistance breakout level holding as a bit of support. So if this level can hold, you might see some continued sideways, and short-term resistance is around 6.6 over here, then followed by 7.2. Yeah. Then if it fails to hold this support, you might see a bit of a further pullback towards the next key support level, close to 5.6, 5.7. Yeah, so overall still quite sideways as well for NIO. Then Rivian. Yeah, then for Rivian, yeah, looks like starting to just sideways a bit at this support level at $10. So previous quite a strong horizontal support level. Just by just holding sideways for now. And then near-term resistance is around like close to 11 over here. Yeah, so I will expect just some sideways for Rivian. Yeah, so that's it for the sectors and that's it for the different sectors for now. I'll go through the Q&A you all have mentioned. Thanks for dropping the questions. I'll talk about some of the US counter, some of the US listed ones first. Then if any question for Singapore, Hong Kong, or other markets, feel free to drop them as well. Then I'll go through afterwards. Yeah, so hi Steve, your first question is on MSI as well as VBK. So MSI, I think looking in terms of the chart, last week was quite good. So overall, it's quite a long-term bullish counter. Then over here, there was a sideways consolidation, broke out over 452, and then price continued to move upwards. So yeah, overall, there's still a very strong bullish trend. Price, yeah, just for now is above the 5-day moving average as well. But I think I'll still expect this bullish trend to actually continue now. So yeah, very strong. Just um, previously looks like over here back in July, right? Over here there was a range consolidation, then price actually just moved a long way, then another consolidation. So over here, fully let's see another like big wave upwards lah. So since it's just quite a strong uptrend counter. The next one I'll talk about is VBK. So VBK Vanguard Small Cap Growth ETF. For this, I think it looks good. Yeah, after a long period of consolidation over here, uh, Friday broke above the resistance at 268. 268 over here. So I think overall, I will still expect this to go higher. So since there's some bullish structure recently, this resistance at 262, 263, previous resistance acted as support of this range, then break out the range resistance 260. So next level of resistance I'm looking at for this VBK is actually closer to about 280 over here, which was actually a previous range resistance back in December 2021. So that'll be a next key level I'm looking for. Then afterwards will be around 287 about there for VBK. So I'm still thinking this should go higher after this consolidation breakout on Friday. Okay, hi, T Tan. Your counters Enphase, Adobe, as well as Palo Alto. Okay, first up is Enphase. I think Enphase overall still nothing. The structure is still the same. I think it's still just in this range between 96 to about 120. There's some continued pullback over here into the support area. So this night, I would expect this 96 to 102 area to be this support zone where prices bounce off every time over here. So yeah, I would expect price to just maybe sideways and then bounce off again if it kept in this range. Yeah, then near term, some resistance will be around 104, 105 over here, followed by 109. Yeah. Then for Adobe, yeah, Adobe looks like still some weakness because this 505 level was a key support level over here previously during this gap up, this gap down over here as well. Then there was a breakdown last Monday. Price actually tried to do a retest and then continue to face resistance on Friday. So overall, I think still looking bearish since the gap down over here, price just trending downwards. I will expect price to actually just hit lower since previous support and the resistance likely to retest this recent lows at 488. Then if it can't hold, then we might see price go lower towards closer to about 470, 476 over here, which was previous resistance as range support and turn to resistance again, and maybe do a bit of a gap fill over here. So still some weakness ahead, I think, for Adobe. Okay, then for Palo Alto, I think quite good last week. We seen a breakout of this consolidation between 330 to 348 over here. Then quite strong also cleared this resistance at 365. Also retested this swing high at 375 on Friday. So with that, we might see a bit of consolidation after such a strong run towards this resistance. But I think think likelihood is that it could hit higher. There's also another previous swing high over here at 380. So maybe some slight resistance ahead still, but yeah, we'll still expect price actually trend higher lah, even just breaking out from this consolidation recently. Overall, still quite bullish for, I think still quite bullish for Palo Alto. Then this 365 level will likely tend to a short-term resistance. Short-term support. Okay, hi BY, your counters CrowdStrike, Starbucks, and SMCI. The CrowdStrike. I think CrowdStrike is still quite bullish. So over here, this 283 level resistance back tested as a support. Then last week, after some consolidation, managed to break out again and form a higher high, clearing this previous swing high at 302. So with that also above this 316 level with this gap down over here, I would expect price to actually just continue to trend higher. To actually fill this price gap over here, 336. 336 could be the next resistance, then followed by closer to about this 358 to 370 area, this previous range breakdown. And so previously price fell very fast over here, so not much resistance over here this stretch. But when price coming back up over here, I think not much resistance expected as well. So I think it should go towards 337 over here first, then could actually retest this previous range breakdown close to 367. So for CrowdStrike, it's still quite bullish. Then next one is Starbucks. Starbucks, I think overall still quite range bound. We can see that the resistance over here, the key resistance still at $99 over here, still holding. But some positive signs we can see from the price action is that over here, since the double bottom was formed at $90, price has been forming a higher low over here at around $94.30, and then looks like a retest on Thursday, Friday again. So if this level is able to hold, I think I'll expect price to bounce up again, try to retest this 99 resistance again, just continue to be a upper sideways. Then one day if you can break above this 99, I will expect price to hit higher towards next key resistance around 103 to 105 area. So for now, it's a bit of a sideways consolidation, but more towards the bullish side if price can hold this higher low form at 94.20, 94.30. Okay, then for SMCI, I think it's still overall range, but price showing a bit more strength recently because previously we can see that during this range, the resistance is 48.50. Then the support, every time it come down to 39.40, 39.50 over here. But recently, especially last week, it looks like a possible build-up over here of higher low above this resistance at 43.80. So this looks like it's still holding as support of prior resistance. So quite bullish if this higher low is able to hold. Then if you can break out over here, I'll expect price to actually just climb towards the next resistance, maybe around 55 or there first level, then followed by about 59.60 to about 60. Yeah, so I think for now still sideways, but I think can watch out. If price breaks the resistance over here again, I think it could rally higher for SMCI. Okay, hi Alan, your counters net Elf and Upstart. So for Cloudflare, I think quite good last week. Looks like an ascending triangle breakout finally. Over here, price forming higher low, and then this 86 resistance is broken on Thursday with this strong candle. So currently, I think it's entering into a bit of the next resistance area previously at 91 to 93 over here. Previously, quite strong resistance from this range support. We might see some sideways, but I think overall should still trend higher with this recent breakout. Then next resistance to look out for is at maybe 97, then followed by 100 and 103, 104. So previously, there was quite a long period of consolidation over here, February to about April this year. So I think when price come back over here, we might see some consolidation again at this area. Yeah, but overall, I think still bullish since with this breakout of 86 recently. Okay, then next one is Elf Beauty. So for Elf Beauty, okay, I think this counter might be a bit interesting. You just try to draw a bit. Yeah, so overall it's been downtrending, but you can see that price was this key support level price looks like a breakdown of 109. Then currently is doing a retest. But I see maybe there's some divergence forming in terms of MACD RSI price is still forming higher low. Then RSI also higher, like a double bottom higher low being formed, despite price moving downwards. So if price can actually recover above 109, 110 over here, possible false breakdown. Yeah, still need to be confirmed, but if can recover as well as break above this blue color downwards resistance line, right? Then I would think there might be some recovery for a bit of recovery in the short term for Elf Beauty. To actually hit this, try to test this recent resistance, range resistance at 120 again. Yeah, then followed by maybe 134, 135. So let's see how it goes over here. The next one is Upstart. So Upstart, I think also positive. Just higher highs and higher lows this stretch, then some consolidation at this resistance 44. Friday break out this resistance. I would still, yeah, price likely to retest this swing high close to 49 to 50 again. And I think above that, next level of resistance is around 53, then followed by around 59 to 60 about there. So for Upstart, yeah, I'll expect to retest, price to actually retest this swing high. Then if you can clear, right, then actually it could move quite fast afterwards. You can go above this $50 level. First, previously price came down quite fast over here, this stretch from 68, then all the way dropped down to 30s. Over here, not much resistance. So if price can come back up again, then it could move towards this next resistance levels quite fast as well. So yeah, something to look out for Upstart. Okay, next one is CLEH. Okay, I think maybe it's CELH. But maybe if I'm wrong, because I'll talk about Celsius. So Celsius, I think this counter some bullish signs as well. Because price overall has been downtrending. Then recently, especially on Thursday, I saw there was price there was this gap over here above this support breakdown at 3170. Then in terms of MACD, there's also higher lows being formed along the way, and then RSI also still holding higher lows as well. So some bullish divergence. If for this counter, I think as long as price can hold above this recent breakout, above 31 over here, then if you can clear this 36 resistance, then I think we might see some bounce ahead recovery. So let's see how it goes. Still need some confirmation for now first, but I think for now, if you can hold above this $31, then over here there might be some false breakdown going on. Yeah, so let's see how it goes for this Celsius. Okay, next one is United Health. Okay, United Health will still a bit sideways, I think. So resistance still coming 605 over here last week. But last week continued to show some bullish signs, which was higher low. Oh yeah, overall still a higher low being formed at this resistance of 580 over here and then rebounded. So over here, I think might test this resistance at 605 again, but maybe still some sideways ahead. Yeah, and also earnings coming out this week. So let's see how it goes afterwards. Okay, then next one is TLT. Okay, TLT, I think some weakness recently. Couldn't hold this blue hour support line over here. Some further pullback towards this previous range resistance at 93.3. So I think over here might still find support from this prior resistance. About 92 to 93 area might still see some support coming in for a bounce. Yeah, so I think this is also the 20 plus years treasury point here. So just take a look at the 20 year, you will see how it's going. So over here, if it's, yeah, in terms of because they are inversely related, right? The yield and the bond price. So for this, the 20-year yield, looking at the chart, it's actually doing a retest of higher support breakdown at 4.48 about that. So I think over here, I was expect some resistance for the yield to actually pull back. So this means that TLT could actually just rebound from current level. So this is based on TA. So I think that this is how I think it might go for the TLT. Yeah, if the 20-year bond yield holds this as a resistance. Hi Sharon, we think next support for Micron, Dell, and CrowdStrike. Okay, Micron next to support. I think first level of support is this recent breakout level at 104. Next level of support probably be this recent lows being formed at 99 over here. Yeah, then for Dell, the recent support will probably be over here around 121, 122. Then next level of support will be around 117 about there. And then for CrowdStrike, I think some support might come from this 30 this level at 306. Then next level of support might be around 298 about there for CrowdStrike. Okay, hi Melvin. Okay, your question is on Lululemon. Okay, Lululemon, I think overall still quite sideways for now. I think nothing too much has changed. It might just be slowly trending upwards in this a bit of a bearish flag over here, but short term wise, still just range bound between 261 to 281. Yeah. So I think if price can break above this 281, 283, it might go a bit higher to test next level of resistance at 295. Where it means this horizontal previous range resistance as well as the channel resistance. Then in terms of downside wise, support will probably come at 260, this recent lows as well as channel support. So I think still quite range bound either way for Lululemon for the time being. Yeah, Matthew, the colors YINNTLTW brief and SQQQ. Okay, first one is YNN is the FTSE China Bull 3 times. So yeah, for the China stuff, a bit of a pullback recently, but I think for now it's doing a bit of a sideways over here. So this level at 37 about there was there's a bit of a support over here before price ran up. Then now it came back down. This will be a first level of support that is holding it and also near the 20-day MA as well. So if this can hold, I'm expecting a bit of a sideways actually for the time being with near-term resistance around this 45 to 48 area currently. Yeah, then however, if it fails to hold this support, we might see some further pullback towards like 32 as the next levels to actually close out this next gap over here. Yeah, so in terms of YNN, I think maybe still a bit of a sideways kind of price action recent for now. Then TLTW is this 20 plus year treasury bond buy right strategy ETF. Okay, but I think for this a bit of a pullback recently since breaking this upward support line. Yeah, we might see some slight further pullback to actually retest this actually strong previous resistance level around $25.30 that will probably come as a support again. Yeah, so maybe some slight further pullback from carrying on from this recent bit of a downwards momentum. Okay, next one is RIV, which is this River North Opportunities Fund. I think overall it's probably trending in this uptrend channel over here. Yeah, I think it's at the all-time highs as well. And so overall, near possible resistance at 13 for now from this channel resistance. Price might do a bit of a consolidation or slight pullback. And near-term support will be around maybe 12.5, first level of support over here. And then for SQQQ, yeah, for this, I think overall downwards trend for now. Yeah, price is actually looks like a retest of the recent lows again at 7. So I think for this, for now we might still see some further weakness ahead. Yeah, seems like in terms of the Nasdaq, I think it could hit higher. For now, still looking quite bullish. So for now, we might see some lower lows ahead if it fails to hold $7. Okay, hi, there's a question. I think it's a great question. What's the possibility of US markets pulling back or retrace as the US election is getting closer, like within a week or few days before election? Okay, so I think for this, I think it will be still quite like markets are likely to be still quite strong, I think. But typically in terms of seasonality wise, if you look in terms of seasonality, in terms of October, typically is down by like slightly 0.3% in the election year. But actually this year, I think seasonality has gone out of the window actually. Typically it's usually out 5 to 6% at this time for S&P, but this year, I think year to date, we have seen maybe, yeah, it's up 21.9%. So that's actually a very strong outperformance. But I don't rule out, I don't rule out like market retracing a little bit. I mean, given that we are at all-time high, then maybe if there's a bit of a like risk off mode before election, we might see a bit of a slight retracement. But usually after the elections, then I think market typically rallies again in November to December after like all the uncertainty is gone. So maybe I will just take a look at previously 2020 how it was before the election. Let me just go back in time. So 2020 around here, yeah, this was how it was before the election. I think election was over here, I guess, start of November. Yeah, so second half of October over here, we actually saw some slight pullback in terms of S&P over here about 7%. So and then yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's still possible we see some pullback ahead, but let's see how it goes for S&P. Overall, I think should be still quite okay. Yeah, okay, after this recent range breakout. If it fails to hold this 5760 level and then go down, then there might be some pullback risk if this turns out to be like a false breakout in the near term. But I think, yeah, let's see how it goes. Still a lot of time, maybe like half a month before the elections. Yeah, but good question. I think thanks Next question is on SLB, Merck, and Mara. Okay, I think for SLB Schlumberger, for this, I think possible inverse head and shoulders for this counter. Over here, the neckline resistance is at 45.70. Price over here, some bullish sign in this stretch over here where price actually recovered, do a recovery above the breakdown of 40.50, and then recently this resistance at 43.80 has managed to turn in support. So as long as we can see this swing low being holding over here, I think it's still quite positive. Might see a bounce sideways consolidation to retest this resistance closer to 46 again. And then if there's a possibility you can break above this, then we might see some upside towards maybe 47.70. Yeah, then followed by maybe $49. But for now, maybe some sideways first. Okay, the next one is Merck. Okay, for Merck, I think overall still some weakness. I just after this breakdown over here, price still a consolidation and then possibly another breakdown recently. Still trading below 110. I think with that, maybe we might see some slight further pullback towards 105, 106 previous strong resistance level over here. Then might turn to be the next support level for Merck. For Mara, I think overall still quite sideways. Yeah, but some positive signs is that since this double bottom at $13.70, price has been holding a higher low support over here at $15, and resistance still remain constant around $18 about that. So you can form higher low, maintain it. There might be still chance of upside if you can break over the resistance over here. But for now, I think still quite sideways. Just between maybe $15 to $18. Okay, the next question is on Twilio. For Twilio, I think given this range consolidation breakout, currently is actually retesting this previous support breakdown at 68 to 70. So some consolidation for now we can see. I think maybe still a bit of consolidation, but if you can break above the recent highs, I think we might see price continue its uptrend to actually retest 73. Then next key resistance level was over here around 75, right? Previous support time to resistance. So this is a key horizontal level for Twilio. The next one is Anaptys Bio. So Anaptys Bio, I think for now still quite range bound, but overall near term wise a bit of weakness because price is still, since the breakdown of 35 over here, this range, right? It's still acting as resistance. So a bit of a lower high, lower low as well. But the key support over here for the range structure at 31.30 is still holding. So maybe a bit of a range consolidation over here for now. Yeah, but if it breaks below 31, then I think we might see some further downside as this range actually is range structure is gone now. Yeah. So this is a key support to take note of. Okay, next one is Teva. Okay, for Teva, I think for now still quite sideways over here. I think some signs of weakness because price has been forming lower highs actually. Lower highs, but then support, this key support is 17. 17 was this previous resistance, range resistance over here previously. So now some sign of weakness. If price break below over here, I think I'm expecting some weakness ahead. Further pullback towards next key support level closer to about this previous range support at around 16. Yeah. So some signs of weakness, I think we might see some downside if there's a breakdown. Okay, hi Salva. uh, upward. Okay, upward. Okay, for upward, maybe near-term wise, there's some signs of a bit of a near-term bullish reversal because price recover above this $10 level, previous support breakdown, then risk consolidation recovery, still holding as support. So as long as this is holding as support, it's still more towards the bullish side. For now, looks like a bit of consolidation between 10 to 11. If can break above 11, we might see price try to go towards like 12 over here, this next resistance. But overall, still quite sideways for the near term over here. Hi, James. Your counters Mondelez, CPV, and CAT. Okay, for Mondelez, I think still likely to see a bit of a pullback because since the breakdown of this shorter upwards support line, price is also break below 73.50 support level, also below this previous resistance at 71.50. So maybe some slight further pullback towards the lower levels like 69.50, then next and maybe around 68. Yeah. So some weakness for the time being for Mondelez. And CPB is Campbell Soup. Okay, Campbell Soup I think is also some weakness recently because in terms of this, there's this recent price over here. Price there was a breakdown below 48.50. So over here also possible like head and shoulders. Oops. So a head and shoulders breakdown over here. So I'm expecting some weakness to actually retest this next support level close to 46. Then maybe then next support level downwards is maybe closer to about 45, this previous range resistance as well as this longer term upward support line. Yeah. So some slight weakness for now. And then next one is Caterpillar. So for Caterpillar, I think overall still quite bullish since the range consolidation breakout above 364. Another range consolidation for now. Support 387. Yeah, maybe another range consolidation over here. As long as this 385 over here, 387 still holding, I think still quite positive uh to trend higher. Yeah. Okay, hi Wing Hong, you Ellie.nq. Helen of Troy. Okay. Okay, so overall this counter more downtrend, then there was a long period of range consolidation. Then there was another gap down to earnings, and this earnings was gap up again. And so I think with this earnings gap up for now, still gap quite a lot. So I think might still be maybe sideways a bit for now. Yes. Then in terms of I think over here because there was large gap, so I think price can still move either way. The key resistance over here will be 88, which was this previous strong range support level. Yeah, so I think for now, I can't really tell how price might want to go because such a big gap after earnings. So yeah, for now, maybe still be a sideways. Okay, maybe I see some questions in the chat as well. I'll just talk about them. Rani Therapeutics. Yeah, I think overall this downtrend over here. Yeah, then price is close to this previous support level, close 180. So maybe we could see some support again from there, but looks like I think for now maybe a bit of range consolidation still. With resistance still at around 230, 240 about there. Yeah. Then for Palantir, I think Palantir is still very strong. Still continuing on this bullish momentum. I think we are likely to see a retest of this the COVID high, which was around 45, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, over here. Yeah, so I think we are just a bit away from there. So I think I would expect price to actually retest that level and maybe just do a bit of consolidation again. Overall, bullish structure is still intact over here. Price is just holding above 5-day moving average, so very strong as well. Okay, hi, Mei-Lin. Counters XOM and GILD. Okay, XOM is ExxonMobil. For Exxon, I think some bullish signs recently because break of this 119 resistance as well as 121. Holding as support currently. So as long as this swing low last Wednesday is still holding over here, I think still positive. Maybe form a bit of range consolidation for now. With some resistance 126. Yeah. Then GILD is Gilead Sciences. Gilead Sciences. I think overall still uptrend. In a bit of a range consolidation recently. So yeah, but some positive signs is still that this resistance at 84 looks like price from a higher high and then holding this resistance as support. So overall still bullish structure. I think could still move higher for Gilead Sciences. Okay, then we will talk about some of the Singapore and Hong Kong counters. I'll be keen to see a question on DBS and CPL. Okay, DBS, I think DBS still quite strong because pullback retest previous resistance at 38. Over here, some sideways consolidation and then continue to bounce upwards. So yeah, so overall not very bullish structure retest of very recent support. So I will expect price to actually retest this recent high around 39.70 again. Then maybe another sideways consolidation thereafter. And next one is Ctrim, right? Ctrim. Okay, Ctrim I think was very strong. There was two large candle spikes. But looks like currently is doing a pullback from resistance at 214, 215 over here. And then price some weakness today because price actually broke down this support at 202. Currently is holding on to the 10-day moving average. So this level must actually hold at currently is on 196. Must actually hold and rebound tomorrow then for this bullish trend to actually continue. If there's a further pullback below this today's low, I think we might see some lower levels like 191, 192 as the next support level, then followed by maybe 180, 185 about there. Then this might be this might be an upward support line holding price as well. So maybe some pullback pressure for now if price is unable to get back above 202 or hold today's low around 185, 186. Okay, then there's a question on the PA for Hong Kong 939. And 939 is China Construction Bank. Okay, for China Construction Bank, I think looks like a consolidation still for now, but still bullish as prior resistance at 570 is holding as support over here. So I think for now we just need to see how it goes. If there's a breakout of this 630, I think price likely to still move higher. Projected, then based on the range now about it's about 56 cents. Like could move next resistance about 680 if it breaks out of 630. Okay, I got FHMCT The first one is Ford. For Ford, I think we are seeing a bit of a consolidation for now. Price is forming a bit of a lower high, slight lower highs, but higher low. So a bit of a volatility contraction for now. So maybe a bit of wedge pattern. I think the range might still continue narrow over time. Near-term resistance maybe like 11, then followed by 11.2. Short-term support maybe around 10.5, 10.6. So I think overall still quite consolidation now for Ford. HMC, it's Honda Motor Company. Honda, I think overall also range consolidation, strong resistance over here at 33. Then yeah, some support over here is around 31 about there. So I think it's still range consolidation for now. And TM, it's Toyota Motor. Yeah, Toyota Motor also range consolidation. Main resistance at 190, main support is at 170 about there. And the halfway mark is about 180, 181. So price is near the range the lower end of this range support. So I expect price to actually do a bit of a bounce. It's near the recent low over here. And next one is SMFG, which is Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group. Okay, for this, I think recently has been quite range bound between 12.3 to about 13. But if price can hold, looks like attempting to break out. If price can break above it, then I think we could see a retest of the resistance over here, maybe at 13.7 to 13.8 this area again. Okay, hi Evelyn. A question, how about Alibaba? Okay, Alibaba, I think for now actually retested after the retest of the resistance over here, 115, some pullback for now. Then the pullback actually tested first level of resistance. Sorry, first level of support around 100 over here, also psychological support. Yeah, then for now, some resistance around 108, 109 over here, which was this swing low, then price breakdown over here. So overall, I'm expecting some sideways consolidation for now. Some resistance still at 109. Support if it does come back down to retest like this recent low. So I think still quite sideways. Yeah. I think we still got maybe 5 minutes. I think just feel free to drop any more questions you have. Then I'll just just go through them. I think we still have a bit of time. CRX. can't find any counter that's CRX. Is it oh, Crocs, okay. Well, Crocs, I think is maybe doing a bit of a consolidation, but I'm more bullish on it. Key resistance still at 147 over here, but price is forming higher lows along the way. So maybe a bit of ascending triangle over here. Over here, there might be some support bounce on from here, 135. So I'm expecting price to rebound over here to sort of test this resistance again at 147. Then for now, maybe a bit of a consolidation still. Okay, hi, Chilun. Your question, Yangzijiang Shipbuilding. So about this counter, I think it likes quite choppy lah. So initially, I think since the breakdown of this 264 over here, this level, previous recent held as support for our breakdown, then it started to form a bearish flag over here. Then today there was this gap down over here, but then it subsequently recovered all the way back up with this lower wick, very long lower wick. So I think from the looks of it, it might do a retest of this support, this broken support again at 245 to 248 area. However, I'm expecting this previous support to turn to resistance if it does do a retest. So I think overall still looks quite bearish in terms of structure. Yeah, then price might do a bit of a sideways for now. Since still some support maybe at 235, 236, some levels over here. And then next one is around 230. Then after 230 is 224. So I think overall we might see a bit of a sideways kind of price action for now. Can it come evening ACCO? For ACCO, I think for now still I think it's more towards the bullish structure because over here resistance is 5.1. Price is still holding above it, doing a range consolidation, holding resistance as support. So for now, still just consolidation 5.1 to 5.5. If there's a breakout of 5.5, I'm expecting price to actually move higher to try to retest like next resistance 5.8, then it's one at 6.1. Okay, next one is General Mills. Okay, for General Mills, I think a bit of a range consolidation recently might do a retest of this previous resistance at 70. Now I'm expecting to hold as support. Hold as a support over here lah. So maybe some consolidation still for now between 70 to 75. Okay, then for General Motors also quite range bound for now. Support recently is double bottom at 44 rebounding. Likely to see a retest of the resistance again at 49.50. Yeah, still quite sideways for now, I think. Okay, I'll go through two more. This one is Altria. Okay, Altria looks like a bit of a sort of a short-term reversal for now because yeah, see price starting from lower high, lower low. Currently a bit of a sideways at prior resistance, which was like 49, around 49.50 about that. So I think for now still quite sideways between 49.50 to about 51.30. But if price breaks this low, this recent low, right, we might see some further pullback towards next support level around 48.30. Yeah, seems there's some weakness currently. Okay, then I'll take the last question on Yang Zhejiang Financial. Okay, after that financial, I think yeah, recently had this run over here, then pull back to actually retest this 40 cents consolidation resistance holding as a short-term support. So if we can see this 40 cent continue hold as support, I think we might see a bit of a slight consolidation for now, some resistance at 41.5 cents. This area is also where the 5 and 10 day moving averages meet. I think for rebound, we must see price break above 41.5 to then it could retest like 43.5 to 44 cents again. Yeah. Then if we see this 40 cent level break, then we might see a bit of further pullback towards like 38.5 cents over here, this lower end of the range support. So I think for now, still quite sideways, um, between 40 cents to 41.5 cents for the time being, unless we see a break either direction. Okay, I think that's all for today. It's 9:15. Yeah, I'll just stop sharing my screen now. I'll share the link for the survey form, as well as the link to join the Poem 3 group. Okay, yeah, I've dropped the survey form link in the chat, so you can feel free to fill up, leave your feedback on today's session, how you can improve your experience in future. Then also, please do join our Poem 3 community on TA if you haven't. The download link is below. I'll post some TA content that time to time. Then also, if you haven't as well, you can feel free to join our Poems TA Telegram group using this at Poems TA as well. And I'll post similar TA content over there. Yeah, so yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for the great questions. It's always a great to talk about TA with you all guys every Monday. Thanks and have a great good night ahead. Also have a good trading week ahead, and all the best and good luck. See you all again in the next session. Yeah, thanks everyone and good night. Bye bye.